Hey, what's up? What's up? This is Jeff from BKJMAC TV, and this is the BKJMAC podcast experience coming to you live in this night sky from Brooklyn, New York. Today, we're going to talk about the news that Ashton Kutcher has stepped down as head of the board. Yes, head of the board. It's basically the chairman of the board of the anti-sex abuse organization. So the article, this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. It's a well-known newspaper that's been writing about the celebrities and elites from Hollywood for many decades. And the article is titled, Ashton Kutcher resigns as chairman of anti-sex abuse organization Thorn over Danny Masterson's character statement. This was written by Abby White, published September 15, 2023. So, for anybody that don't know who Ashton Kutcher is, he was on That 70s Show with the convicted rapist, Danny Masterson. I was supposed to do an article about this rapist. This guy just disgusts me so badly when I hear his name. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And Ashton Kutcher was on the show with him. Now, Ashton Kutcher is friends with Danny Masterson, and I guess he came and supported his friend at the time of need. But, Ashton Kutcher didn't realize that writing a character statement for a convicted rapist who basically raped 3 women and was found guilty is just disgusting. And I think he realized that, and that's one of the reasons that he stepped down from the board. He realized that that his character letter about Masterson was wrong, and it should have never been written in the first place. He should have said, "No, thank you, I'm not doing this." And the article starts off with basically how I characterized it. And this is from Ashton Kutcher's own words. "I cannot allow my error in judgment to distract from our efforts and the children we serve," the actor wrote in a letter to the company's board, which was posted Friday. Ashton Kutcher is stepping back from his leadership role at Thorn. So Thorn is the anti-human trafficking organization co-founded by the actor. So it's there to stop and to help women who are victims of human trafficking across the United States. The ranch star and producer resigned as board chair in a letter to the board published to the organization's website Friday. The letter cited Kutcher and partner Miley Kunis' character letter for convicted rapist and fellow That 70s Show star Danny Masterson. "After my wife and I spent several days of listening, personal reflection, learning, and conversations with survivors and the employees and the leadership at Thorn, I have determined the responsible thing for me to do is resign as chairman of the board, effective immediately. I cannot allow my error in judgment to distract from our efforts and the children we serve," Kutcher wrote. And I wish he would have realized that, because Masterson was not worth it, even though they were friends for many years. He didn't know this side of Masterson. I don't think anybody really knew this side of him, that he would engage in such disgusting, deplorable, seedy relations with women. And it makes no sense. And I think Ashton was really just there for his friend and not realizing the social impact of it by his writing of this character letter. In the article, it writes, "The actor who founded the organization with fellow actor and ex-wife Demi Moore noted despite his more than a decade and a half of work focused on supporting sexually exploited people globally, his letter in support of Masterson was another form of the historical silencing of the victims whom the organization fights for. So basically, it's historical. Like, it shows that they don't believe the women who are coming forward with these accusations of men abusing them, raping them, and doing all sorts of things to them. And when Ashton Kutcher, by writing this letter, it gave credence to that historical silence of these women. And he realized that that is wrong, and that's one of the main reasons why he resigned from the board. In the article, it states, victims of sexual abuse have been historically silenced, and the character statement I submitted is yet another painful instance of questioning victims who are brave enough to share their experiences. This is precisely what we have all worked to reverse over the last decade, he said. The mission must always be the priority, and I want to offer my heartfelt apology to all victims of sexual violence and everyone at Thorn who I hurt by what I did. And to the broader advocacy community, I am deeply sorry. So that's him basically acknowledging his fault and his wrong in writing this character letter for Masterson, the creepy rapist who was convicted. It was just ridiculous. But he learned. Definitely he learned. Kutcher ended the statement by noting that he was proud of what we have accomplished in the past decade and will continue to support Thorne's work. Thank you for your tireless advocacy and dedication to this cause. According to a Times Magazine report, Kunis has also stepped down from her position as an observer on the board. The Hollywood Reporter has reached out to a rep for Kunis for comment. In response to Kutcher's resignation, Thorne board member Suzanne Bell showed support for the actor and the organization's co-founder, noting that his unwavering dedication and commitment to Thorne throughout its journey have enabled the organization to become the leader that it is in the child safety ecosystem. It has been my privilege to join him on this mission. So she's supporting it. She's supporting Ashton Kutcher in his apology and his acknowledgement for his mistake for writing that character letter. And the fact that, his work for 10 years in stopping human trafficking was evident enough for Miss Bell to stand by the side of Kutcher while he admitted that he was wrong for writing that character letter. Yes. Nearly a week ago, Kutcher and Kunis published a joint video apology to their Instagram after their character references requesting sentencing leniency for Masterson, who is facing a minimum of 30 years in prison after being found guilty of 2 counts of rape, were publicized. We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson, Kutcher said in the video posted Saturday. We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future, Kunis added. So they have acknowledged their mistakes. They have stepped down from their board at Thorne, but they continue to show support on the side. They're ready to put this chapter behind them as they move forward in helping to end human trafficking across the United States. And for Masterson, man, I never thought the character Hyde would ever engage in something like this. So hideous, so disgusting. It's like, man, it's just nasty as hell. But, sometimes you just never know people. What they show on TV, it's like, man, it's just crazy. We don't know their personal life outside of TV. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Ashton Kutcher and his wife have admitted wrong, and they're ready to make amends. Yes. Anyway, thank you for listening to this article, this podcast episode. Peace, love, always one.